Hi, angels. Yes, I look terrible. No makeup. Haven't done much with myself. Um, been a long time since I've posted anything, and I decided that I think for now, for my own sanity, just so I can feel like I have someone to talk to, I'm gonna just start doing something fell. Um, Sorry guys, I had to turn the lights out for my son. Um, I'll tell you that in a minute. It's just, anyways, I decided just to do, I guess, journal videos for a while. Keep you guys updated on what's been going on. Not that some of you will care, but I guess I did this. I'm doing this for two reasons. One, so I can feel like I'm talking to somebody, because I have nobody except my son. Nobody I could talk to about these kinds of things. And because I know there are a lot of you out there who are dealing with what I am. And I don't know, maybe you can help me, and maybe on my good days I can help you. I don't know. If I don't do something, then I'm really afraid of the outcome. And my son needs me here. So, it's March 14th in the afternoon, late afternoon, and I'm in our new apartment. We moved here on February 1st from, probably the biggest shithole of an apartment I ever lived. I used to love my landlord. The first couple years we lived there, but then the new girlfriend came in and everything changed. Nothing was getting fixed. It was just, it was an environment unfit to live in. Everything was just going to shit. And it was such a dark, I mean, you remember all the walls were fucking brown, and it was just so dark and gloomy. At least our place now is a little smaller. It's a basement studio, but it's an open concept. Except for this little area, this is where we come in. I turn this in my office, but I have a beautiful, and I'll show you it the next video, but I have a beautiful kitchen, a big kitchen, where I've been doing, or trying to do, a lot of my cooking, trying to get back into my health and fitness, and meal prepping and all that again, trying to. And so it's, the bedroom's open and everything, but I'm going to try to make some curtains to hang up, and like put one up so my office is private and the bedroom's private. But anyways, I can't even tell you how it felt when we moved in here. We were just, it felt like a new start, especially because it was the beginning of the year. But Aislinn has gotten a lot worse. So for those of you that are new, that are watching, my name is Kat, and what little friends I do have, and my son, call me Mamabear. Honestly, I don't feel like I have any friends, and that's nothing against those people that have been good to me. It's just, friends are people that you know that you can go to without question without judgment, and know that whatever they have going on, they will put that aside for you. That's the kind of friend I try to be, and I've yet to find someone like that. I don't expect people to stop their life for me. That's not what I mean. But I also hide a lot. I have PTSD, social phobia disorder, and social anxiety disorder from years and years and years of sexual trauma and abuse, childhood sexual abuse, human trafficking. All of that's started a 15-year love affair with every narcotic you can think of and other drugs. I'm on methadone now, and I've been clean since I found out I was pregnant with Aislinn. So it's been about almost 11 years, 12 years. Well, he's 9. He's going to be 10 in July, so 11 years. I went back to school because I wanted to use my past to help others, and I thought it would help me and help my son because he's severe ADHD and has some other disorders, disabilities. I graduated mental health and addiction, and I'm about to graduate social service worker, and my goal is to get my master's in social work. But this year in particular, ever since COVID, I just seem to get worse every year. And I know it's because I'm 47 and I don't work. I got a part-time job at Timmy's while I was in school, and that only lasted a couple months, but that was because I don't tolerate bullies, and there was a lot of them there. But I've been sending out resumes trying to get something in the field. I know that if I could get a job in this field, I know that would make a difference, a huge difference, because I'm in my home 24/7. I don't go anywhere. And that's a big part of the problem. And that takes, even Aislinn's being affected by it. How could he not? But now he's got such severe anger issues that every single day is a battle with him hitting me, kicking me, punching me, smacking me, throwing things at me, throwing things across the house, smashing things. And it's like nobody will help us. I've gone to so many services, and of course, if you don't have money, you can't get therapy, which I desperately need. And free therapy, come on, community counseling. I've been there 3 or 4 times. I've never been treated so bad in my life. And, that would be, even though I've gone to school for a few years, I still have a lot of schooling to go. That would be like me trying to counsel somebody like me. I wouldn't fucking know the first thing of how to help somebody like that, like myself. Although I'm learning, and I love my placement, and I do a lot of my own research, and I do a lot of workshops, which I'd like to do on here for those of you that want to learn about different things like different disorders and meditation, cognitive distortions, and how it affects the way you think and feel and act and behave, and cognitive behavioral therapy, and all different kinds of things, and a lot of things that you can do for coping mechanisms. That's what I do now. I create workshops, and then I present them for placement. And I love it. Too bad I didn't get paid for it, and I won't have to worry about it. I'm worried about paying my rent. But I've just been really in a dark place. And it doesn't help that I have a very hard time showing emotion. The only time I show emotion is when I'm alone. and I show a lot of fucking emotion when I'm alone. And I'm very rarely alone, and I don't show weakness in front of Aislinn, and I don't think that's always a good thing, because he bottles up things inside now too. But, you know, being in mental health and addiction, and especially in social service worker, I think this past year, the hardest was intimate partner violence. So we talked a lot about that, and sex trafficking, human trafficking, but it's really surprising to me. A lot of people don't know what that is, or they have a different perception of what they think it is. And I mean, it's not just somebody goes out and kidnaps a child and forces them into the sex industry. That's one of many ways. You know, being forced to prostitute is another. One of the most popular ways is, and don't get me wrong, it happens to men too, but mostly women, younger women who fall in love and are treated like a princess, and then once the boyfriend thinks he has her right where he wants her, and has given her all these expensive things and treated her like this queen, then he'll hand her off to a best friend or a buddy. Well, you owe me. You need to do this for me. And that's how it begins. There's human organ trafficking. I remember hearing about this one nurse who was online and was offered this really amazing job, and they ended up no anesthetic, nothing, just cutting her open and taking out her organs. Before that, she was brutally tortured. So, like I said, there's all different kinds of trafficking, human trafficking. You just have no idea. And the effects of it, especially years later, when I was dealing with it or going through it, I'm having 1,000 times harder time today than I did when I was living it, if you can actually believe that. Anyways, I'm literally wake up every day trying to survive, and these tantrums with Aislinn every single morning, every day. And it's over things like wanting to use the phone and needing to get off playing Minecraft because it's dinner time, or it's just the little things. And then when he hits and kicks and punches, that's triggering for me, and it takes everything in me not to fight back, because I go back to that time, and I have to remember this is my child who doesn't know how to regulate his emotions, and I don't want to hurt him, and sometimes that's really hard. So, and then I find out today that I have shingles, so I am in such fucking pain right now. They said it can be a side effect from the COVID vaccine, something I wish I'd never done, and that's for another video. But I don't know if any of you are struggling the way I am. I'm always just so fucking tired. I don't do my makeup anymore. You know, I had to cut. Remember, I don't know if you saw, as for some of you in my other videos, from when a couple years ago, but my hair, just a few months ago, was down past my butt. I had the most long, most fucking beautiful hair, because I don't cut my hair. And now it's about to here, but it's all different lengths, because I was too ashamed to go to a hairdresser. It became so matted because I didn't shower for 3 weeks, because I was in such a bad depression. I know that sounds disgusting, but that's my life. That's the life we live when you have such terrible trauma that you don't. I've been writing multiple letters to Dr. Phil just because he's my only hope. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. And I don't want to do that to my son. I just want a normal life like everybody else. I have been single since the day Aizen was conceived. 11 years I've been alone. Just to have someone to... Oh, I'm not even gonna fucking go there, because it'll never happen. I don't think I could ever have that, no matter how desperately I wish I could. Aislinn deserves a father. He's never had one. Anyways, so I hope some of you will watch this, maybe give me some advice. Maybe you're going through the same thing and we can be there for each other. I don't know, but somehow, since I don't have anyone to talk to, and I'm doing a lot of workshops and researching about, and even my placement agency supervisor, she talks a lot about codependency and being your own best friend, and as corny as that sounds, that's what I'm hoping, that doing this will help me in some way. Maybe I'll get lucky and meet a shrink on here who doesn't mind pro bono work. Anyways, stay safe, my angels. I miss being on here. I miss doing, my health and fitness and cooking and videos with Aislinn. And I know I don't have many subscribers, but we did it because we enjoyed it. And I don't know, now maybe these videos will help somebody, or I don't know. Anyways, be safe, be good to each other, and don't be hard on yourself. I'm here if you ever want to talk, and I mean that. I started at the Warming Center doing outreach in the community for my placement. I've only done it a few times because of my PTSD, but also because of the COVID protocols and stuff. But I truly feel like that was where I'm meant to be, that I'm meant to help people in some way. I don't know if I'm capable of that. That's all I've ever wanted to do. So maybe my past and what I've been through and what I'm still going through, maybe I can relate with you. Maybe it can help you. Maybe we can help each other. I don't know. But I'm here for anybody who wants to talk. Love you guys. Be safe.